Now, this PMS that has become a major issue, should we allow it to continue? Is it not time for the government to say, look, we have run this road several years. You see, difficult decisions, economic decisions, are not palatable to the masses. But however, they must be taken.
Oh, yes.
This is one decision that if you conduct a census, a plebiscite, a referendum, the beneficiaries of subsidy, they will manipulate public opinion.
No, if we conduct a census on this issue, which party would win?
I think those people that will say that leave the fuel subsidy
the way it
is will win.
We win.
Win.
So
because information that is being pushed out. Because you see, it depends on the level of information.
That's been pushed out.
Yeah, that is being pushed out, and how it is being pushed out.
And why are they mising the information?
Yes.
Let us alone have 24 radio stations.
When you talk about turnaround maintenance.
Yeah.
Why is it that have you reviewed the history of TAM in Nigeria, turnaround maintenance? Every time
it's a drain pipe.
Yeah,
it's a drain pipe.
A veritable drain pipe.
Yes, it is a drain pipe because
they will say they've done it.
They don't want to give the company that installed the refinery the contract of maintaining that refinery.
Yes.
It should have been included.
It's because it is public service.
And that's where
it is public service.
Yeah.
Let me give you a critical example. There are two sets of airports terminal in Lagos. You have the one built by a private individual, and you have the one built by the government. Go to the one built by the government. You'll be shocked. Go to the one built by the private operator.
That's where they
you'll be surprised.
That's where they actually.
So
we're talking about MM1
see,
and the old
airport.
MM1 and 2.
And 2. You can see the critical difference. And we cannot continue to allow people who held Nitel to ransom and told us that telephone is not for the poor, continue to hold us to ransom on this issue of fuel subsidy. There was a time, sir, to get a 090 number line is a status symbol.
You need to be a millionaire first.
You need to be a millionaire. $500,000 as at that time is what about 5 million today. And when people are holding it in the public space like this, they are letting you know that they have this unique box. When GSM was to be introduced,
you made a drama.
Oh yes. When GSM was about to be introduced, the argument was that it will fail, it will drive up the cost of telephone, and people don't know until they introduce it.
The thing came. Okay, in case you're just joining us, the program is The Agenda. And contrary to what you might be thinking, we are looking at the budget, and removal of fuel subsidy is one of the major determinants of putting this particular budget proposal together. For example, they said the 2012 budget is based on the following assumptions. Oil production of 2.48 million barrels per day from 2.3 million barrels in 2011. They said the benchmark oil price of the US dollar at $70 US dollar per barrel. That's a benchmark at which this budget proposal has been put together. And the exchange rate, Naira dollar, 155 for Naira per dollar, and the projected GDP growth rate of 7.2% and projected inflation rate of 9.5%.
But before you continue, Toma, you see, every time I see that, I begin to wonder at this projected thing, you know, like the benchmark petroleum price in 2012 is fixed at $70 per barrel, in contradistinction to what it was this year. Now, and today, the cost of a barrel is over $100.
It's over $100. For reasons of strife in some major oil-producing
yes.
countries.
So but it at least is over $100 today.
Yes, it is.
Now, we begin to think that certain things may happen to make the price plummet to $70, to 90, to 80, then to 75, then to 70. Yeah. When it does not plummet,
what happens?
What happens to the resultant profit? I call it profit. You know what I call profit in there? Yeah. Because instead of, say, $100 per barrel, we are now saying it's 70. So the whole budget is based on $70 per barrel. Yeah, $70 per barrel thing. But where it continues to sell at $100 or above per barrel during the financial year, do you know there is a profit margin there?
Oh, yes, of about $30.
So what happens to this? And this happens year in,
I can provide you the answer, sir.
Please do.
You see,
I will be so happy.
The excess crude oil fund had always been a major issue because we've adopted a conservative approach to the fixing the basket price so that you won't over budget and overestimate, which is good. You see, because the international oil price is as a result of so many dynamics, factors that are outside the control of the individual producing nation. Now, so you have the excess crude account. In the days of Obasanjo, the excess crude account, President Obasanjo, the excess crude account became a very tough issue. Governors say, give us the money. The president said, no, if you take the money, you are going to go and misuse it. And the excess crude account is not backed up by any law. So it was a fiat. And it became scandalous that if government wants to spend money outside the normal appropriation, they just go to the excess crude oil account.
And pick the cash. Yeah.
And that has been changed now. That's why we have the SWF, the Sovereign Wealth Fund.
Yes.
Now, the Sovereign Wealth Fund is to take into consideration money that came in outside the projection. We projected for 70. In the course of the year, the average price of oil, crude, from January to December, over around 85.
Yes.
Sometimes it's sold at 100, sometimes it's sold at 70, sometimes it's sold at 71, but basket price average 85. So the excess will be sent into the SWF.
Correct. And now that is where I have a problem. You understand? That's where I have a problem because you see, today we are not looking at technical issues on the budget. We are discussing it from the periphery of the law. More or less, because we don't have a budget in place yet. So we are looking at it from the angle of vision of the law today. And where I have a problem from the legal point of view is that is this excess crude account or the Sovereign Wealth Fund is something.
The SWF.
Now, Section 162, subsection 1 and 3 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999.
Is it as amended, sir?
As amended, of course, as amended. And you know, they didn't even touch, we just say as amended, but they didn't touch Section 162 of the Constitution.
Okay.
Now, according to that section and subsections, any monies, you know, any revenue accruing to the Federation from wherever must go straight into the Federation account. Into an account called Federation account.
Yes.
It must go straight there. Then all the other subsections will give us details as to how these monies will be shared among the federal government, the state government, and the local government. Now, so the excess crude account in the days of the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, was illegal because it was unconstitutional. And now the Sovereign Wealth Fund is similarly illegal.
Well, they are trying to give it. They are trying to give the Sovereign Wealth Fund some legality.
That's the problem I'm going to have. If they try to give it legality, look, if you wash a dog and you comb a dog a dog will always remain a dog. You see, because it will always remain a dog because you see, the moment they pass any act today legalizing sovereign wealth fund, you know, it will be null and void because the Constitution says it should not be.
So what if they amend that section of the Constitution?
Correct.
That would be
that's the only way. Okay. If they don't amend that section of the Constitution, section 162, that is, then there is no...